I'm wrapping up my second year as Milton's Poet Laureate. The big perk of any Poet Laureate is getting to pick a mission. We don't get paid, but we get to pick a mission. We get an official city shirt, badge, et cetera, and my mission is you, the teenagers. It's an honor to help you launch your poetry in issue 3 of the Blackwater Literary Journal. In the journal's dedication, Mr. Bunnell is being honored. Issue 3 is dedicated to Mr. Hank Bunnell because he gets it. When first reaching out to Milton High, he was the one that called me back and was excited by the concept. I asked whether prizes or awards were necessary, and his words were, "It's just about them, you, and seeing their poetry in print." Those words never left me. They haven't. I would read you my poetry, but it's actually inferior to your passion, the teenagers. I'd rather hear insights from your poetry than read what somebody thinks is their scholarly poetry. You are Milton's next generation. There's a theme in the poetry in the journal. And the theme is that you like Milton, but changes are needed, which is good. Oh, you don't hate us that much, but you do like us. You do realize what a nice place it is, but changes are needed, and that's great. That's important, and we need you to come back. From what I know of City Hall, they want you to succeed and offer ways to change. I came to them with an idea, a poetry workshop and this journal, and presented to 11 councilmen and all the steps that had to be done, and they just fully accepted it and gave me all these powers and so I could succeed. I also read about some adult-type problems in your poetry and want to honor that experience that you are going through now. We're honoring it by having it published in a book. We are honoring your experience. I was affected by the frankness and passion of your work. In one page, a poet encapsulates what normally takes an essay's worth of writing. So if anyone wants to know what's on the mind of our teenagers and what's in their face, pick up your free copy of issue 3 or buy it on Amazon. At this point, let us all sit back and let the reader's feelings and words sink in.
What line is on? Mine's on page 50. It goes on to page 51 as well.
Abigaille, say your name.
Hello, I don't know if many of you know me, but I'm Abigaille Flores. I'm a very advocate poetry writer, and this is the one that's in here. It's called The Passage of Time. Sparkling drops of dewy flowers are blossoming fortunately toward the beautiful and gracious sun. The sun bears down on the flowers, providing light. Day by day, circumstances cannot allow the fluorescence of blooms to continue forever. Eventually, rain shall lighten, and the sweet aromas of the blooms shall become non-existent. The velvet petals shall turn to a crinkling brittleness and fall graciously off the flowers. In due time, the flowers shall meet an unfortunate demise. I see it all, through testaments of curiosity and wonder. People in their hair have gray materializing at the tips as they accumulate gentle wrinkles through laughter and sadness of great proportions. People pass me by, whisperly unaware of their doomed destinies. I stand and watch them, feeling sorrow, pity, and jealousy. They live their lives in wonderful yet short bursts, knowing the purpose that the universe has for them. I am not so lucky, for I have lived past my destiny and purpose. Time has passed me, overlooked me, and has left me to live alone for all eternity. Time is merciful, yet cruel. Don't underestimate it. Thank you.
Okay, so can we now have volunteers now that we've been, Abigail says I've volunteered really well, so we'll do volunteers.
I'm Laura Farnell. I'm a senior here. I light the needle of the white candle and watch each drop of wax fall. The smoke glides through the air like a razor over skin. I wonder why the blade of my fire cuts an edge into the wick, as if all the time spent unlit meant nothing, or maybe everything. Maybe the candle is white because the lies have turned colorblind.
Thank you, Laura.
Laura, page or seven?
That was on page 48.
Okay.
Sorry.
And Kaitlyn, I saw you come in. Come on up, Kaitlyn. And Kelly, you'll be next. Where's Kelly hiding? There you are.
All right, I'd like to say first of all, I've never seen a microphone like this. Okay, I'm a senior. My name is Kaitlyn Flint, if you didn't get that, and my poem is called Under Ashes,
What page?
on page 49. The spite of nature is the spit of fire, the scarecrow sees no pacifier, edge of hell of beast and mother, ash to ashes, the light we smother. Under the bridge, binding us aside, as destruction grows by our side. Hay like needles in clouds of cage, dance of mother on earth's stage. Goodbye, birds sing as flames erupt, and the last thoughts are the world's corrupt.
My name is Kelly Humphries. My poem is on page 52. It was actually an assignment. Thanks, Mr. Butler. Drops of water fall on steps, not uniform steps, but sweet increments, like music, like a leaf stepping down from the clouds. There are no harsh lines, like the candle wax tearing, melting over the edges, plummeting off the candle's steep cliff. No, water falls gorgeously, gracefully, growing like grand tombs of morning birds, and their feathers cast away to find something new.
All right, is Leigh Merritt with us? Leigh? No Leigh. Yeah, she is, okay. All right, and then after Leigh, we'll have Giselle Nelson. Okay, great.
Hi, I'm Leigh, and I do not forgive you for this, Mr. Bottle. Sitting silently upon my moving chest, chipped, cracked, used, but doing love, lays the broken pink heart of yours. Given to me when pretty and new, but now broken like my heart upon death. Now resting, buried in my jewelry box, along with the memories of you. The heart is a product of love. Only one person could give me this. Once the smell of a factory covered it. Now it smells of paint and metal. The two halves clap like you would for me. You were my biggest fan. The pink heart is all I have left. That isn't important because you're never really gone.
Hi, I'm Giselle Nelson, and my poem is on page 54. We all wear our feelings, make memories, capture pictures in them. We may not know where they came from, but we all remember how they were damaged. We all wear our feelings, they get worn down, torn apart, they yet we all still like to wear them. We all have our favorite to wear. It's connected to great moments and accomplishments. We all have this one feeling that we all wear regardless of the pain, the suffering, and the hell that we go through, regardless of the holes, rips, and tears that wear us down. The feeling we wear when it's bleached in pain, stained with tears, and the colors have faded. We all would never get rid of that feeling. It will stay tucked away in the closet, which we retreat back to every morning.
Okay, is it Jez? I apologize if I get your name wrong. Is he here?
I think she's absent.
Okay. All right, and Madelyn Vasquez? And then Paige, if you'll follow her. Is Paige here? Okay, great.
My poem's on page 56. The black cliff becomes less lonely. A single drop of sweet innocence into the universe. What is the purpose of purpose? Should the candle bring forth light to the oblivion, or will clouds continue to shed their skin upon us? Like an infant trying to walk, we stumble. Desperation dangerously close behind us, struggling to find hope and lost answers. We thread the needle of confusion deeper and deeper, trying to figure out who we are. Hi, on my page, my phone's on 57. I'd wish death unhappiness if it meant my soul was forgiven. The sun's glorious rays crushed in my palms to destroy their hearts completely. Where is an embrace when God has decided to cure my body's appearance with poison? Who can break this indefinite curse and still give me memories to create? A bird's beautiful wings now taunt me with dreams. My smile only belongs in history pages. Maybe the world is using revenge of itself with my life. Maybe it's the internal judge who knows that it's me who's evil. My uniform of anger is fighting the urge to stay now. Quietly, the world is becoming stunningly wonderful. I now wish my imagination belonged to another mind, so then I'd find harmony in this life I had never lived. Okay, there's another one, 59 and 58. Though your water is cold and dirty, I will swim the distance to find you. I will keep you and hold you in my arms until your breath is warm enough for your skin. My voice cracks from within as I look deep into your voidless eyes. Your eyes so cold as to rip my heart from my chest and break it in front of me. But I still run to you, bringing you every piece you drop while you walk away. My feet are getting tired, but your distance increases and I'm still running. I run into your depths of darkness that I've helped you explore. You were scared, so I held your hand, and now there's nothing to hold anymore. I'm all alone and you don't care. You watch me crumble into myself and all you ever do is stare. You stare with those eyes that I cannot get out of my head. You're stuck there and I can't unlock the gates to get you out. Or maybe I'm locking myself in with you instead of doing what's right. But if I can be with you one more second, that's what I'll take, while you leave soon after and make your grand escape. Leaving forever, I'll always be here in the gates of my mind, watching you walk past and throw my heart
We'll start the 10th grade. Okay. How do you say your first name?
Tomasz.
Tomasz? Okay, all right. There you go.
My poem is on page 16. The young girl with ragged clothes gets in her 2001 Honda Accord. She goes down her dirt road and turns on Main Street, headed into town, listening to Sam Smith while in the background birds sing a depressing tune as if she's driving into her own death. She stops at Ace's, a little restaurant only open for breakfast. She sits alone and orders black coffee, hash browns with no topping, sauce, or salt. Her order was as plain and dead as her love life. She receives her food, engulfs it like a starving animal. Tears drip down her face like a broken faucet. Her heart shreds into pieces like her hash browns. Memories flood back as she remembers how the love of her life's soul was as dark and bitter as her coffee.
Hello, my name is Tomasz Bialek. My poem is on page 61. How was I consumed by the darkness in the room? Must be bright outside, seems like nobody noticed. This wall of darkness in the middle of brightness. Many had noticed. He doesn't need to be helped, they must have declared. As for no one came to help, but I needed help. As darkness was spreading, from one room to the next, room by room, they were annexed, filled with room by the darkness that had grown spry. Many had noticed, but far too late to be helped. Now they were concerned. They wanted to stop the spread of darkness in front of the doorsteps to their court, but it was too late. The darkness was hard to break. Only if they cared, maybe I could have escaped. Maybe if they helped, the darkness could have been stopped, but it was too late. They were with me as we ached. As we ached of pain, we prayed and prayed, but in vain, for help to come by, but it was a hopeless cry, because help was about as far as the stars. Why don't others care? They realized their mistake. If they would have cared, they would not be in the herd. Darkness would be gone, brightness filling the space alone. But it was too late. We were all consumed by fate, the fate that we fear and accept as what we hear. The last day of pain and the last day of our remain.
Okay, Victor Black, is he with us? Victor, okay. Dominic Lucas, come on up, Dominic. Come on, I've even got a book for you. All right, and after Dominic, we will have, Kara Mashburn, are you here? Kara? Find out who's next after you, then Dominic, there you go.
This is it was an assignment in class for indifference. In the darkest of nights, in the darkest of minds, I wonder who might fright, I wonder who I am. Riding along with no choice, stuck in the back, trembling with no voice, everything is pitch black. I'm scared of what I've become, I don't want to see my face. They always call us dumb, but one day they will take my place. They will understand when they truly see, they may not I'll make them plead. They sell my soul, they sell my heart, I must share my bowl with some old fart. It's not fair to us, it's not fair at all. They just drive the bus while we just fall. I sit and wonder if anyone cares, how much longer will everyone stare? They don't see that I'm being forced, that I suffer every day. I go through the same course, I don't even get paid. It's not fun for me. Think if I was your sister, then you'd see, but you're just a mister. I cry myself to sleep, never feeling pain. I know they're all creeps, but they always leave a stain. I must try and get away, I can't stay any longer. Please don't make me stay, but you would just sit there and ponder about your own day.
Okay, so Kara is not here. How about Grace? And then after Grace, Jonathan Sauce?
He doesn't seem to be here.
Jonathan's not with us either. Emma Goldberg. Okay.
I'm Grace, and my poem is on page 68. Mr. Bully, please don't hurt me today. I've done nothing wrong. Please don't make me play your games. Mr. Bully, I see you've picked someone else. I think I should say something, but I've got to protect myself. So Mr. Bully, it looks like you're in the clear. We turn our eyes away as you torture our poor peer. We hear you, Mr. Bully, as you sing your awful taunt, because she is the prey and you are on the hunt. But Mr. Bully, she doesn't want to play. As you hurt her more and more, she just wants to fade away. What you don't know, Mr. Bully, is that now you've gone too far, because pills to her look like candy, and she's got a sweet tooth like never before. You live a life, Mr. Bully, where there's no consequences for you, but you played with the life of a young girl, which whipped her away from family and friends too. Although, Mr. Bully, you're not the only one to blame, because none of us stood up for her, and our hearts are filled with shame. Please don't bully, Mr. Bully. You've seen what it can do, and bystanders don't stand by, because that causes destruction too. We all could have helped that poor child find her way, but now we must pray for a better tomorrow as we try to survive today.
My poem's on page 72. If I can feed one child who's starving, I shall be content. If I can hold together those who are parting, or show them pure intent, or open my arms to all, helping to ease the fall, I shall be content. If I could make the world better for you, darling, I shall be content.
Okay, and then Adriaunna Morgan.
I'm Adriaunna Morgan, and page 73 is my poem. It's titled "The Day Candy Wasn't Enough." When did chocolate milk turn into vodka, the thing you drink for comfort, to make your day better? When did lollipops turn into cigarettes, the thing you bring to your mouth for relief? When did Smarties turn into Advil, the thing you pop, eating 7 or 8 at a time? When did sugar cane get replaced by cocaine? At what age did simple pleasures no longer heal your pain? When did you have to stop blaming the TV for your rotting brain? When did cartoons turn into adult films? When did picture books turn into Playboys? At what age did you give away your innocence because it was a nuisance? At what age did you decide no more carousel rides, like it was time for you to reach a new high? Tell me, when was candy no longer enough? When was it time to turn to the good stuff?
Okay, that's the ones that were listed in the book that were students of ours. I want to take this opportunity to tell all of you that just presented, we are having a school poetry night next, when is it, Abigail? Tuesday, Thursday? It's Thursday, next Thursday. She's my president, so she knows. Okay.
Yes, Thursday.
Okay, next Thursday, 3:30 to 5 here in the library. We'd love to have all of you, and bring your friends. We do have food and coffee and all that too. Is there anyone else who would like to share with us while we are here? And if not, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Livanos again. Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I know some of the students couldn't be here, but some of the teachers. Yeah. Thank you. As issue 3 is dedicated to Mr. Bennell, because really wouldn't have been here without, his involvement and his guidance to me. I do also acknowledge on page 4, specifically to Milton High School English teachers Rhonda Waters, Leslie Briggs, and library media specialist Lisa Murphy, whose encouragement helped launch this issue. So I do want to make sure I say that. We do have some of the adult poets as well here. I was hoping that we could get a poem from Ms. Glenda Frazier. Glenda was the first president of the Santa Rosa County Writers Guild. We're entering our 4th year, and it is the guild that actually produces this book. So if our former president could come up and read a poem. Glenda, if you could do that, please. Thank you. She has 2 books that have been published. You can buy it at Barnes & Noble. She's likely our most accomplished poet in that she actually has a rather good publisher, which is very important to any writer.
Thank you, Marc for inviting me to the library. I appreciate it. I just finished publishing my second book, so I never thought that this would happen to me where I would be an author of a book, but I was just like you guys. I used to write down my poetry when I was young, and as I grew older, I held on to that poetry because a lot of times when I was much younger, all these feelings were in me. And my mom told me, she's like, you have to find a way to express yourself so that you won't hold it in, but you can let it out. So poetry and writing was something that I enjoyed, and so I kept it going throughout the years. When I went to college, I wrote poetry for our, the newsletter in college, and I was like getting pat on my back. I'm like, gosh, I guess this is a gift that I have, so I appreciate that. And so when I did finally publish a book, I was just so proud of myself. And so all I'm telling you guys to do is continue writing, continue to express your feelings. Even if you decide never to publish a book or of any sort, I mean, just by listening to everyone today, it was such a blessing to hear your poetry, and I appreciate that. So I hope you appreciate my poem as well. This poem that I wrote today is called Notes to My Son. It's not really a poem, it's about my feelings towards my son. And I wanted to encourage him. He's grown now. He's not, he's out there on his own. But I wanted to give him words of inspiration, and I'm hoping this will inspire you guys as well. Notes to my son. If the world hates, don't hate. Always love. If your heart breaks, don't break. Get yourself together. If life's choices help you fall forward. Then get back up. If your days are dark, don't darken your days. Turn on your light. If someone leaves you, don't leave you. Stay in your right mind. If challenged to fight, fight with honor. Stay kind. If praying seems hard, pray even harder. Always seek God. If your race is long, run longer. Finish what you start. If you are far from home, travel home. Keep home in your heart. If your joy leaves you, find your joy. Smile even more. If the road you're on is bumpy, take another road. It's okay to ride it out. If stress overtakes you, stress not. Peacefully rest. If everything fails, fail once more. Don't give up. If you can't fulfill a dream, dream another dream. Remember, you are enough. Thank you.
More often than not, everyone, or it's common for people to want a deeper connection, and when they go into a crowd, they just can't click with anyone, and they're just in the corner alone, and it sucks. And so that's why I wrote On Meeting New People. I have two selves. One is the body and the speech. Another is an invisible hand, extending from my gut, lodged in my throat, parched and empty, fingers flailing and lonely. I can feel this self. It smells like grief. It tastes like guilt. When I meet a stranger, I shake his hand, with the body and the speech. But the invisible self reaches, slithers like a snake, leans into the stranger's chest, slips through the bones, seeks a hand extended, not unlike itself, a deeper connection. When the lungs house air and nothing more, when the ribs enclose blood and nothing more, the invisible self retracts, withered and ashamed, like a lost puppy, embarrassed. The hand goes to sleep in my gut. It gives me nausea. The hand snores in my throat. It stirs insomnia. The body and the speech sadden. They do not repair. Each missed opportunity is a death. Thank you.